The recording is ready. So we'll start with the basic components that we have. First, we'll start with this nut, and then we'll go to the flange nut, and then we'll go to the key, and then we'll go to prepare this push, which is the fourth item. And then we'll go to the shaft, which is the fifth item. We'll complete the pulley, which is the sixth item. And last, we'll go to the bracket, which is the seventh item. So for the first component that we have, for this nut that you see, we know the inner diameter is 16, the outer diameter is 32, it is hexagonal in shape, and then we know its thickness is 16. So as per the procedures that we have discussed, you are all very familiar with these procedures also. So first you need to set up your project file. That is, you need to create a new folder with the name pulley and bracket, and then set a project file pointing to that location. And then they will be saving different components at that particular location. So always please always remember that we are going to use the standard IPAT template. So I've already selected this. Let us go forward with the sketch. So starting with the sketch, so we know it's going to be hexagonal in shape. So I'm selecting the top plane, and this top plane, I know the outer diameter of this hexagon is 32. So let me first sketch a circle which is 32 mm diameter, and then inside that, using from the rectangle command, let me select the polygon option, and it's a hexagon, the six-sided polygon. So that's selected. So the center of the polygon and the tip should intersect the circle. It's done here. So let me now provide the dimensions. So it is 16. So dimension is already accepted. So let me first remove the circle now, since I do not need this. So remove the polygon. My hexagonal is ready. And I also know that I have a circle. The inner diameter is 16 mm. So let me create that option also at the same time. So this is 16 mm ka inner diameter ka circle. I will finish this sketch, and then I will extrude it symmetrically both sides. Why we are using the symmetrical option is because then we will use the mirror command to use the sweep option. So I will just show you when you are going with this process. So let me extrude it symmetrically both sides, and we know the total height of this nut is 16. So I will change the distance to 16 mm, and I'll click on OK, so that my nut appears somewhat as it is. Then going forward to show this chamfered part over here, let us go move ahead. So to do that, as discussed, let us sketch on this face a circle. And to begin the sketch, I need some projection. So let me use the project geometry options to project the three different sides of the hexagon. And then I will create a tangent circle. So from circle tangent, which is tangent to these two edges, 1, 2, and 3 edges, and the circle is C. Next, for using the sweep command, as you remember, we make a plane which is parallel passing through one of these diagonal edges, and then on that diagonal edges we create a triangle which is revolved around the circular path that we just created. So from plane option, let us select the 3-point plane option and the 3 different points on the plane 1, the second plane for the second point for the plane, and the third point for the plane. The plane is now ready, as you can see. Let us sketch on this plane the triangle as we were discussing. So roughly using the line command, I will sketch a triangle. So one edge, second edge, and the third edge. Okay. But I am unable to see, so let me hide the front portion in front of the plane using the F7 command. Yeah. So this is approximately what I can see. Now let me slightly rotate and check whether the triangle that I have created, is it intersecting the line. No, so it is not intersecting. So I will just now delete this line which I created, and this line also. Let me delete this line and let me make a fresh line, so that it starts from this point and it intersects the circle. So it's roughly should be coming to be around 2.1. So that's okay. I will just enter roughly 2.1. Now that I have created, I will mention the dimension of the other line also. So let it also be 2.1, and then I will connect these endpoints of the two new segments that I created, finishing the triangle, exiting the sketch, using the sweep command to selecting the profile, and then selecting the path along which it is to be swept. That is the circular path. So you see now material is added. We need material to be removed. So using the second option, which is cut, and clicking on OK. So it shows path does not intersect profile, but that's fine. So click on yes, and this is how we get this curve. Now the other portion that I wanted to say is, now that we have the second portion is now similarly drawing a triangle on the reverse side on the bottom side and rotating it, but we will use the second option, and that option will be the mirror option. So let me just check where it is hidden now. So we have sweep, emboss, decal, thread, combine, split, direct, face. Yeah, this option that you see, mirror option. So I will use this 3D mirror option. The 3D mirror is a favorable. This is for making these features that we have. We will mirror the features straight away using the mirror option. So I highlighted. Now they are asking me to select the features. So I want to select this feature. And the mirror plane should be the plane which is passing through the center of them. So let me check which one is through the origin. XZ, no. Is this the plane? Or here from I can just check which is. So yeah, the XZ is the plane which is the plane which is passing through the center, and I click on OK, and you see it is done. So now let me just show you how it appears in the right view, in the front view, and the chamfering is done on the bottom as well as on the top by a single mirror command. But to complete this option, we need to show internal threads also. So going to the thread option, and let me select. I will wait for the thread option to highlight, and I will select the face. So let me check what is the specification. By default is M16/2. So I will always select this option for the shaft threading. So M16/2, I will click on apply, and my part is ready. That is the nut part is ready. So I will save this component as file. Save as currently I haven't set a project file. So that is why you see now I will need to go and I will to browse to the location where I want to save it. So let me go back to where I wanted. Create drive. Here, let me create a new folder, which goes by the name details, fully and bracket, and I will save the component by the name nut. So this is done. Now every time it will ask me to save. So let me, before going forward, set a project file. But for that I will have to stop this. So I will just close this option. I will go and set my new project file. Okay. So go to new, single user project. Next, project name. I will browse my location first. So go to this PC. In this PC, F drive is 6000, and here details fully bracket. OK, and the name of the project name should be Boolean bracket. I click on next, and I will do finish. So that's set the project file to that location. Now what I wanted is I will create, that is the second nut that you have. This nut is similar to the earlier nut that we just made. That is a flange nut is similar. Only is the earlier nut had a thickness of 16. Here the width is just 8, and we also have an additional flange which is 3 mm. So now look how we are going to remodify the originally created nut so that it appears like the flange nut. So I will call my original component, which was nut. Now please remember here we do not have a copy of it. So if I modify this, copy will be lost. So I will make a copy and let me paste it here itself so that I have this nut copy, and let me rename this nut to change nut. So now I will open this using OpenOcean. Now I will make modifications to this figure itself, right? So let me go to the front view. This is not my front view. Yeah, this is my front view. And the modifications which I am going to do is, if you remember, the thickness was 16, but for the flange nut is just 8. So here itself, first modification is this mirrored feature which is lying on the bottom is not required. So let me delete that feature as it is. Now I remove that feature. Next, the extrusion which was for 16 mm, I will drop it, change it to 8 mm so that it appears like this. And this work plane is not required. Let me turn its visibility off. Yeah, and let me slightly rotate to see how it appears here. Great. Now on this face, let me sketch a circle. I want the flange, right? So let me sketch a circle and I know the diameter of the circle is going to be 34 mm. So it is 34 mm, and we know from the diagram that the thickness of this plane I hope I am audible. Can I just get a confirmation?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And the thickness of this flange we know is roughly 3 mm, which was given in diagram. So this is done. Now if you remember, we actually need a hole which is passing through this flange, right? Now we will have to drill this. We have to drill a hole. So to avoid that, if you remember, we have already created a hole through which we have a threading. So if I change the order in the setting tree here, that is this extrusion for the flange, which if I just take it that will not work. Okay, that is because I made a error in the sketch itself. I had incorporated this circle. So let me delete this. Accept. Oh, that's gone. So let me do the changes back. Okay, I will not make much. I will not make changes there. I will sketch a one more circle on this face itself. So using the sketch command, let me complete this sketch here. And I know the circle is 16 mm diameter. Let me finish this sketch, and let me extrude it to the other direction. So using the cut option, the thickness is over here. Yeah. So this is my nut is ready now. So my flange nut is also ready without slide, just with a few modifications to the original nut. I have finished my flange nut also. So let me save this component, file, save as. Oh, sorry, we have already named this component, so there's no need to use the save as option. I can simply use the save option straight away, and it's saved. Next, we need to create the key. The key, if you remember, is 38 mm length in total, and it's square. It has a square section. So going to new, and from new standard metric में standard IPT. Let me go to create. So okay. So initially, what I will do is I will simply first, using this sketch command. Wait, I will just change my plane. So let me delete the sketch option. Yeah, and I will start with the new sketch, and I will sketch a square as required. So where is the polygon of, yeah, from here, 2-point center. The center, it's a square section with the width and height of 5 mm, so 5, and height also 5. Finish this sketch, and we know the total extrusion for this sketch is to be 38 mm. Let me extrude it symmetrically both sides, 38 mm. And then as from drawing, we know it is curved, right? So if you look here overly, so it is completely curved, this face. So I can use this fillet option now. Fillet option mein, now generally we would specify the fillet, but I wanted to completely be curved. So I can use this option, full round fillet, where it is asking me to the required faces. So this is one face. Next option is select the center face. This is the center face. And the third, select the face side 2. So this is the face 1. So I will select the third face, and it is done. Apply. Similarly, I can just repeat it for the other side also. So here, let me select the face 1, the center face, and then the other face. So let me slightly revolve the drawing. The third face is this, and I click on apply. And so let me go to, this is the top view, as we know. Now let us check if our dimensions are correct. So I'll go to tools. Tools, I'll use this measure option. and I will measure the distance between these two arcs. So you know the centers के बीच में we have 33 mm distance. The radius, it has to be 2.5, right? Because the width is 5 mm, so radius is 2.5 on this side, 2.5 on this side. So 2.5 plus 33 plus 2.5, which makes it 38, which is as shown in the figure. So I escape, go to 3D model once again, and here let me just go to the, okay, this is show me this view. Yeah, I will just rotate it slightly. So my key is ready, and I will save this by the name file, save as feather key. Feather key is a key which doesn't have any taper. So I click on save, and my feather key is ready. The other component that we wanted to make.
Sir, could you please show how you check the dimension?
So I will make this new component, and new component I will show how to. You can ask me, so I will check with the new component. Okay, rather than showing the old component, we'll do it in the new component. Okay, so the next component that we're going to do is this bush that we have. Please remember the bush is having a 19 mm OD, ID, and a 29. So going back to Inventor, let me close this because we have saved this and start new. Standard MMIPT create. So okay. Start a sketch, and the dimensions of the sketch. You know the inner diameter is to be 19 mm and the outer diameter is to be 29 mm. And let me finish this sketch, and let me check what the total length is. The total length, if you see from here, it is 73 plus 3, which is 76. So I will extrude this bush symmetrically both sides to a distance of 76 mm. Now the profile is to be selected, so I will highlight the profile in between these two sections, and I click on OK. Let me just reduce the size. Now my bush is not complete, however, because if you see, there is this slot which is used to hold this bush with respect to the bracket using a screw. So we need to create the circular slot. Now the distance of the circular slot is set, the center of the circular slot, please go through it. So the distance 38 is up to this point, and we have a 3 mm gap here. So from this edge, the distance will be 3 plus 38, which is 41. And the diameter is, if you read through this, it is said that initially we have a 10 by 10 ka hole, which is tapped, which is this step that you see, and the other one is just 5 mm ka. So we will have to first to do this, we'll have to create a plane which is over this topmost surface. So we'll go to how to do it. So first we'll identify the plane which is passing through the center, XZ, not the YZ plane. Yeah, XZ plane. Now which will be the plane? We will create a plane which is tangent to the topmost point of this cylindrical bush that we have. We know the OD of this bush is how much? It was 29 mm, which means the distance of the topmost point from this middle plane will be 29 by 2, which is 14.5. So let me use the plane command, and using the offset from plane option. So the middle plane already highlighted. So from that plane, I need a plane which is at a distance of 14.5 in the upward direction. If it is in the reverse direction, you can use minus. So when I click on OK. Am I audible? I thought I lost my connection just now.
Yes, sir. Now you are audible.
Okay. Was the step in which I created this plane clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let us now create the slot or the circular hole. The hole is at a distance of 41 mm from this edge, and it's a diameter 5. So let me place centrally a hole somewhere arbitrarily along the center line, which is 5 mm in diameter. And we know the distance of the center of this hole from this edge is to be 41 mm. So let me show that, and that is how we finished it. Now let me cut this material downward. So using the extrude option. So the profile is already selected, but I want the material to be cut and not added. So it is going. Now what should be the dimension so that it passes through the entire this thickness over here? To avoid that, you can change this distance here, and you can obviously use this option, 2 option. What 2 matlab? It will be extruded or it will be cut till the surface that you select. Okay. So I will select two options and then I will indicate that this is the surface till which I want the hole to be cut, and I click on OK. So let me check if it is done properly. So you can see this hole now, you can see this hole through the bottom also, so that it is clear. And then let me hide the visibility of this plane so that it doesn't interfere. Now it should be more or less clear to us. So this is how the hole is there. Now I just wanted, a student had just asked me to show me how the measure command is done. So you go to inspect, or you can go to tools also, and then you have this option of measure. So from this measure, basically you just select this and you can show. मतलब यहाँ पे, so यहाँ पे it is showing me the surface which I highlighted, तो उसका 91.6 है. So rather than doing that, I also want to show the distance. तो इन दोनों के बीच में distance, मतलब I've selected both this, so it show me the dimension that is 76. So I can just use this to cross verify. It's a simple command which you can practice more by just exploring whenever you are making components. So you can just use this measure command later on to see how it is. So since our
so what is the dimension of the hole?
The hole is 5 mm.
Okay.
And the height is not given. Only thing is it is starting from the top and it is to be intersecting this inner surface. So that's it. So we go to file. Let me click on save as, and I will save this component as bush. Next we go to making the shaft. So let me close this and open the new component to create a shaft. So new standard IPT. Going back to create, clicking on OK. Looking to the dimension that we have. So the first step, as I discussed, we will the extended portion of the shaft is very long. They have taken a short section to show you that. But however, for a purpose of drawing, we'll just assume that this extended portion is just 20 mm and the diameter is 22. So using sketch on this face, let me create a circle which is roughly 22 mm. Finish this sketch and extrude it one ways to a distance of 20. Done. Next we have this collar which is 10 mm wide and 32 mm in diameter. So going back here, start sketching on this face a circle which is having a diameter of 32, and let me click on finish sketch, and it is having a thickness of 10 mm. So distance 29, I will change it to 10 mm. And now let me reduce the size so that it orients in the center. Next component to be drawn is we have this face over here. The diameter of the shaft, or which is passing through the bush, is 19 mm, and its length, from here till this face, it is 73 plus 3, which is 76. So going back here, let me create a face, sketch a circle on this face. The diameter of the circle is to be 19 mm, and we know its length, the extruded length should be to a distance of 73 plus 3, which is 76 as shown. Next, go back and let us create this inner sketch here, or this inner step, which is to a length, the diameter. So we have a thread which is sitting over there, M16, and as discussed, the ID of this section, ID of this portion of the shaft should be 16 mm, and the total length, if you can see, so the total length from this face is from here to here it is 48, and from here to here it is 33. So the total length will be 33 plus 48, and the diameter is 16. So just let me sorry, 33 nahi, yahan pe this is an extended portion, so this is 3 mm. So to avoid that, what we mean is from this face till this face 48, from this face till this face is 33, and this gap over here is 3 mm. So the total elongation, so using the sketch command, still going back to sketch command, on this face, let us create a circle which is 16 mm in dia, finishing the sketch, and as discussed, the length of extrusion of this sketch should be, let me just cross verify, it should be 48 plus 33 minus 3. So it should be 48 plus 33 minus 3, and I click on OK, and let me just reduce the size to show how it is, and this is how a shaft appears. And we have this, you saw that curve portion. So the height of this curve portion is specified as 3 mm here. So let me complete that. So let me change the orientation. Let me first identify the plane which is passing through the center. So on the YZ plane, I will need to sketch it. So start sketch, reduce the size, yeah, and rotate it. Now increase the size because it's become too small. Now let me slightly move it down. Yeah. And now let me further increase the size using the zoom command. And I will draw an arc on this face. So I know the tip should be 3 mm. So from here, let me draw a line which is first 3 mm, correct? And then I will draw a line from this portion till the end portion. Yeah. And then using the arc command mein the 3-point arc command, I will say this is my first point, this is my second point, and I will have an arc accordingly as I required arbitrarily. And I will finish this sketch. Now I will revolve the sketch that I have just created. So along the axis, and I will click on OK. So now let me show how the curved part appears. So this is how the curved part appears. And we know we have a threading over this face. From diagram, the threading is very clear that it is for a length. So starting from here, it is 16 plus 8 plus this is 3. And this gap over here, we have taken it to be 3. So you have threading till up till this portion. That is from 16 plus 8 plus flange thickness 3 plus this gap 3 mm. So showing that using the threader option, the face is this, and I do not want it full length. I just want it to a distance of 16 plus 8. Uh-oh. I will have to select this from this face thread. Yeah, select it from this edge. Yeah. So not 10 mm, but 16 plus 8 plus 3 plus 3. And I click on apply. So this is ready. And now I also need to cut a key slot as shown here. And key slot, if you remember, is at 3 mm from here, and the total length of the key slot is 38. And we know the key that is going to sit in is having a square cross section of 5 by 5, wherein the half height of 5 may say half of it will be sitting inside the shaft and the other half will be going onto the pulley bracket. So let me go back. And to do that, what you need to understand now is the key is starting at 3 mm from this face. So I will need an offset plane, and on that plane I will sketch. Just look how I'm going to do it. That is first going to plane ऑप्शन में ऑफसेट फ्रॉम प्लेन मतलब कौन सा, ये वाले जो फेस है, ये फेस से आई नीड अ प्लेन विच इज 3 mm offset. Why did I do that? Because I know that this is starting 3 mm away from this particular edge. So once I have created that, now on this plane I will sketch my key slot. Now this is disturbing with my view, so let me hide this portion in between. I hope it's hidden. It's not hidden. So function plus F7, and now it's hidden. Now show me the front view. Let increase the size. Yeah. So let me now place a rectangle, a 2-point center rectangle, such that this is where my the key is going to lie. And I know the width is to be 5, and the total height is also 10.5. However, only 2.5, the portion of the key that is going to sit will be only 2.5 mm. So that is why I need to trim this. So before trimming, let me complete the arc. So using 3-point arc, I will show this is my first point, this is my second point, and third point will be this point here. And let me trim away the remaining unrequired portion, that is this portion. I will remove this portion, and I need to trim away this portion, but I cannot delete it because I have already given a dimension. So first I will remove this dimension which I had specified, and then I will specify the dimension between this point and this face here to be 2.5. So this is okay. And then let me trim away the other face which was pending. Yeah. So now I can finish my sketch, and then I will extrude that face which I had. So I am unable to see that face, so let me zoom in. And and now I am able to. Are you able to change the shade? Are you able to witness the change or observe this change in shade according to the area that has been selected? So this is the area that I had to select. Now let me reduce the size so that you will get a view of how it is done. But I don't want it to be extruding completely. I just want it to extrude to a distance of 38 mm. How did I get it 38 mm? That is from this drawing. It is shown here. The key slot is 38 mm. So I go to 38 and I click on OK. Okay. Wait. So we need to remove material and not add material. So first let me select the sketch and then remove material to distance 38 mm. Oh, it went in the other direction. So let me undo this and go back to the extrude command and select the face, remove material, not in this direction, in the reverse direction to a distance 38 mm, and I click on OK. Let me hide the visibility of the plane which I had created, and then I will show you how it appears. So this is how the keyway that I created appears. Let me reduce the size. Now I will show you the top view. Now from top view, you see here it is having in a straight rectangle, but however from the figure, the shape of the key is such that it is rounded end over here. So using the fillet command as we had discussed, let me increase the size now. Okay, and then using the fillet, I want that edge to be completely rounded off. So I will use the third option, the full round option, and I will specify the various faces. This is first face. Second, I need to specify the center face. So I'll select the center face, and third, I need to specify the other side, which is and now I am able to select it, and I can see this. I click on apply. Similarly, I do this for the other one. So this is my first face. This is the next is I need to select the center face, and third I need to select this face, and I click on apply. And since my command is done, I can finish. I can reduce the size slightly, and let me just revolve it to show how the component will appear. So please note this edge which I have currently highlighted is not just 20, it is actually very long, but just here to complete the drawing we have shown it to be 20 mm. So I go to file, save as. So this is the shaft component, and I click on save option. Next component that we had was this pulley. Pulley is very easy, as we had discussed. We'll just sketch this and then we'll revolve it. So now we'll need to have already noted down the various dimensions. So going back here, new, standard IPT, going back to create, OK, and starting sketch. Let me start on this face, and on this face, so starting with the sketch, that is I am trying to depict this sketch. This sketch that you see, I'm trying to show this sketch, the various dimensions that are there, we will plot it here. So first of all, we will create a line from here. Okay, no, this is not an offset layer. Select the line option, lying on this axis and lying on this axis. Great. And we know the distance between from the center, it is to be. So how much is it? If you know, going back to the figure, you know this is 16 mm in diameter, which means the height of this edge from the center line should be 16 by 2, which is 8. So I will specify this distance to be 8 mm. And we will know that the overall, now this edge that you see is this outer edge, which is having an OD of 127. So the radius or the outermost point from this face will be 127 by 2. So let me specify that dimension too. Let me move the, yeah, and I will specify that the distance between this point and this point is such that it is 127 by 2. Let me reduce the size now slightly. And let me now increase the size. Bringing by the sketch to view. Okay. Next is the thickness that you see. This thickness is given to be 5 mm. It's a tapered that we will do it later on. So, but however, we'll just start from here and 5 mm. I will finish this, and likewise I'll go forward. I'll keep on completing my sketches. It is 12.5 mm down, and from here it should be reading from the diagram. I think it is 83 minus 5. So 83 minus 5. Okay, let me now reduce this size. Okay, no, let me just span it here. Okay, now activating the line command once again, and from here downwards the thickness is 9.5 as per calculation, and I need to move along in this direction. And from figure it is very clear to us that this is 83 plus 5 minus 10, and we reach this phase. Is there a mistake that we have done somewhere? Let me just cross verify my calculation. So this is 5 mm thick. Okay, so this is not 78, this is 83 and 83, and so this becomes 70. 83 plus 5 minus 10, and now let me draw a line downwards as shown, and this height is roughly 23.5, and from here a horizontal line. We know the horizontal line is up to a distance of 41, and then a horizontal line downwards of 10 mm, and then it meets this line here. This is done. Now we need to give fillets also. So very clear, we have seen that there are fillets at all these corners, at these corners, this corner, at this corner, this corner, at this corner, at this corner, and at the outermost edge. And the fillet sizes are not mentioned, so we'll assume it to be R2. So here itself in the drawing, using the fillet option, so R2 option is straight away selected, and I will say fillet between these two options. Okay. I have selected the wrong face, so let me just do undo. Okay, now Control Y. Now let me do fillet option and fillet between this space and this space, between this space and this space, between this space and this space here. We have fillet here and here, between this space and this space, between this space and this space, between this space and this space, and here between this space and this space. We do not have fillets here as from the diagram. So let me finish the sketch, reduce the size, and now we will, we need a revolving axis also. So going back to the sketch once again, let me create this line which is passing from the center. Yeah. So this is my revolving axis. I finished my sketch, and let us revolve this complete sketch about the axis that I had selected. And I click on OK. I hope the sketch is now visible. So this is how the component will now appear. So let me just remove all these edges. So going to view, changing my visual style to shaded, and now it becomes a better appearance. Then you can see the component that we had created. For cross verification, this edge of the shaft is going to pass through this hole, the inner hole that you see. I hope this component was clear. That is what we did, is we just created this sketch. This sketch is required. We noted down the various dimensions from the drawing that was given to us, and then we made this and we revolved the sketch around this axis. So let me save this, going to File, Save As, and the name of this part will be pulley, and the last component that we have will be the bracket, which is a bit complicated. Let us go through it also. So I'll close this part and go to new metric, standard MIPT, create. Okay. So the first part that we are going to do is we are going to create. Wait. That's my PowerPoint. So we will be creating this portion, that is first of all from slideshow. So control plus laser. Yeah. So we will be first creating this portion, and then we will going on add. Then we'll add this feature, and then we'll add the bottom feature. So here, if you see the OD of this diameter, the OD outer diameter of this portion is given to be. Now, if you look at this drawing and compare the side view with respect to the front view, so this edge is actually this face, correct? This shaft that you see is this hatched section. This collar of 32 mm diameter is this diameter 32, which means this diameter is 51. The diameter is 51 and the inner diameter is 29, which is indicated, and we know the overall length is 73, which is clearly showed here. So let us make that first, and then we'll come back for the other parts. So going to sketch, start sketch. On the front plane, creating two circles, one which has a diameter of 29 and the other which has a diameter of 51 as just discussed. And let us finish this, extrude this sketch to both sides symmetrically such that the total extrusion length is 73. Let me select the sketch also, 73, and now let me reduce the overall size so that it becomes visible. Yeah. So done. Now going back here. So from current slideshow, yeah, laser pointer. So we have finished with this portion. Next is we need to show this sketch over here. Now this sketch is a bit challenging. If you remember, how do we do this is we will have to first create a plane which is at a distance of, I had given you the distance of this topmost point, that is this edge from this edge, which was 15, and we know this edge is at a distance of 29 by 2, which is 14.5 from the center line, which means the total distance of this top edge from the center line will be 14.5 plus 15, which is 29.5. And on this plane, I will create a circle and then we will extrude it so that it meets this. So just check how we will do it. Going back to Inventor. So let me first create a plane which is offset from a plane. So offset from which plane? Going back to origin, let me check which. No, this is not the plane. Yeah, this is the plane. So for our distance, offsetting it by 14.5 plus 15 as discussed. And on this plane, now we will sketch a circle. And it is shown to us that this circle is at a distance of 38 mm, or the center of the circle is at a distance of 38 mm from this edge. So let us first sketch on this plane the circle.
Sir, what is the distance of the offset?
Offset is 14.5 plus 29, 14.5 plus 15. How did we get that? This distance from this edge to this edge was given to you by me. I said it is 15, and the distance of this face from the center line is 14.5 because the OD here is 29. So this face will be at a distance of 14.5. So the total distance between this center line and this face will be 14.5 plus 15, which is 29.5. 29.5 is the total offset. So now let us create a circle that is lying along the center line, and we know the diameter is 10. How did I get this diameter 10? It is very clearly mentioned that you need to first drill a hole which is 10 by 10 and then drill a hole of 5 mm. And also remember that this drill which is 10 by 10 is tapped. That means it is having a threading. So, and the other portion is we know the distance of the center of this hole is at a distance of 38 from this edge. So let me give the dimensions now. From this point to this edge is 38. And let me finish this. And I will extrude this sketch downwards in the reverse direction, now if you cannot actually specify matlab the complete, if you remember this is actually a curved profile. Let me show you the front view, the curved profile hai. So if I say just to give you matlab if I just show you some distances like say how much is 15. Let me first check how much will this distance be. So if from here the thickness is this is 51.5, 51 by half matlab 25.5, and this is 14.5, which means this is roughly 7.5 and 15. No, that is not going to work. Sorry, this is 25.5 and this is 14.5, 11.5, which means this height over here between this space and this space will be 3.5. So if I am giving that extruded to a distance of 3.5, so क्या होगा? You see this? Let me zoom this. 3.5 नहीं तो 4 है क्या? हाँ. So when I extrude to 4, it is actually not completely intersecting. Let me just zoom it further. Let me bring it here. Yeah. So you see here gaps. We do not want. That is why you cannot use the distance option. However, we'll use the to next option. To next option मतलब the next possible surface जो है. So it will be intersecting with this outer surface straight away. And I'll click on OK. So now let me reduce the sizes. And I will just revolve it and show you to you how it appears. So this is how the component will appear. And I will hide this work plane, turn its visibility off. Now we made an error. The error means we know the diameter is not 10, diameter is 19, and the hole that is tapped is 10 mm. So we need to make that changes here. So this dimension is 19. Finished. And on this face, let us. Hello.
सर आपने 16 कर दिया.
16 कर दिया. Wait, let me check. अरे 16 19 है. So it's 19 now. यहाँ से I hope ये क्लियर है कैसे आया. मतलब यहाँ पे बोला है कि ये 19 है और ये जो होल टैप करना है that is 10 by 10. तो उस पे now we will go to sketch. ये फेस फिर से सिलेक्ट किया और ये स्केच में आई विल स्पेसिफाई इसके सेंटर से इट इज 10 mm का एक सर्कल है एंड एक्सट्रूडेड डाउनवर्ड्स नीचे के तरफ मतलब कट करना है टू अ डेप्थ ऑफ 10 mm. क्यों 10 mm? क्योंकि यहाँ पे बोला है इट इज 10 mm, 10 by 10. और इसके बाद वाला जो पोर्शन है उसको हम 5 mm का हमें होल्ड करना है. दैट इज यहाँ पे लिखा है इट इज ड्रिल 5, diameter 5 mm. So now let me slightly revolve this, rotate करता हूँ इसको थोड़े से so that I am able to select that face. और वो जो face है, ये जो अंदर वाले face, ये face पे I will sketch a circle which is 5 mm in diameter, correct? And I will finish this. अभी वो जो circle है उसको हमें extrude करना है कहाँ तक या material निकालना है कहाँ तक? Till this inner face. So using the extrude option, फेस तो ऑटोमेटिकली सेट हो गया बट मुझे कट करना है रिवर्स डायरेक्शन में और डिस्टेंस नहीं, मुझे नेक्स्ट सरफेस तक चाहिए या 2. तो 2 विच 2 बोलेगा तो नाउ आई विल हैव टू शो विच सरफेस इट इज. तो आई विल से टू दिस इनर सरफेस. नहीं हुआ एक्सट्रूड, क्या हुआ? और नहीं, इसको एक्सट्रूड करो रिवर्स डायरेक्शन में, डिस्टेंस नहीं, टू द सरफेस.
एक्सट्रूड कट लेंगे ना,
एक्सट्रूड कट करना है, वो हो गया, एक्सट्रूड कट हो गया.
सर 2 और 2 नेक्स्ट में क्या डिफरेंस रहता है? 2 and 2
2 और 2 नेक्स्ट में डिफरेंस ये है कि 2 नेक्स्ट मतलब वो इट गोस अप टू द इमीडिएट सरफेस, इमीडिएट जो नेक्स्ट सरफेस है वहां तक जाएगा. 2 मतलब है कि मैं जहां तक बताऊंगा ना, हाँ 2 मतलब इमीडिएट जो नेक्स्ट सरफेस है वहां तक. जैसे कि अगर मैंने ये वाले ऑप्शन में अगर सिर्फ 2 सेलेक्ट किया होता तो ऑटोमेटिकली वो यहाँ तक आ जाता. मतलब अभी जो आपको दिख रहा है ना वो ऐसे दिखता था, यहाँ ये फेस तक आ सकता था क्योंकि इसके बाद अगला फेस हो गया, मतलब ओपन हो गया, एम्प्टी हो गया. 2 नेक्स्ट अगर करता तो वो नेक्स्ट सरफेस तक जाता है. 2 अगर मैं करता तो मैं जहां तक बताता है ना वहां तक कट होता. मतलब अगर मैं स्पेसिफाई करता यहाँ तक या आउटर सरफेस तो ऊपर से लेके नीचे तक पूरा कट हो जाता था. आई होप
Okay,
यू आर गेटिंग। टू नेक्स्ट
Yes.
मतलब टू द इमीडिएटली नेक्स्ट सरफेस तक। टू ऑप्शन सिलेक्ट किया तो हम स्पेसिफाई करेंगे कौन से सरफेस तक चाहिए और वहां तक पूरा कट होगा।
Okay.
सर आपने जो 2 वाला किया है उसमें सर्कल का डायमीटर क्या लिया?
वाला सरफेस
यस सर।
5 है, डायमीटर इज 5 है, मतलब यहाँ से लिए यहाँ पे बोला है ना कि मतलब इट इज ड्रिल्ड टैप फॉर डायमीटर 10 एंड 10 और एक ये ड्रिल है 5 का, मतलब यहाँ से विजिबल होना चाहिए हमें कि ये बाहर वाला जो है स्टेप वो 10 mm का होगा और अंदर वाला जो यहाँ पे है वो 5 mm का होगा।
सर तो जो
सिर्फ एक
बाहर
चीज
वाला
याद रखना है कि ये जो बाहर वाला पोर्शन है ना उसको टैप किया हुआ है, मतलब यहाँ पे थ्रेडिंग है।
सर वो टैप किया हुआ है वो कितना डिस्टेंस के लिए है? 10 ना?
10 by 10 मतलब 10 डायमीटर और 10 डीप। हमने वही किया ना, लेट मी जस्ट चेक। ये था वो, इसका एक्सट्रूजन कितना है? हाँ 10 mm, 10 by 10। ओके, और यहाँ पे थ्रेडिंग है तो गोइंग टू थ्रेडिंग टैप, मतलब टैप इज अ डिफरेंट कॉमन नेम यूज्ड फॉर थ्रेडिंग। तो ये सरफेस पे मैं उसको सिलेक्ट करता हूँ। लेट मी वेट फॉर द थ्रेड ऑप्शन टू हाईलाइट। अरे ये नहीं, अरे हुआ था क्या? अरे हुआ था थ्रेड, मतलब मैंने डबल थ्रेड मार दिया। लेट मी रिमूव दिस थ्रेड, डिलीट। अरे यहाँ पे या यू सी द थ्रेड, इसको स्लाइटली मैं इंक्रीज करता हूँ। So this is how we are finished with the threading. Now the second portion of the part, ये एक हमारा first part हो गया, first and second part हो गया। So let me do from the current slide, I will laser pointer use किया। तो ये ऊपर का part हमारा complete हो चुका है। Now the second ये नीचे वाला part जो है, तो सबसे पहले हम ये base बनाएंगे। ये base बनाने के बाद we will connect them using ribs। मतलब ये जो base है, ये base exactly यहाँ से start होता है from this edge and we know it is 76 mm in length और उसका width आपको यहाँ से मिलेगा। width कितना है? You see it is 16 plus 22 plus 22 plus 16, तो which is also 76। ये दोनों 76 by 76 है। तो I will escape and ये जो है इसका we will look at the distance, मतलब सेंटर लाइन में से 89, that is from the center, this center line में से at a distance of 89 मैं एक प्लेन बनाऊंगा और वो प्लेन पे I will create a square which is 76 by 76 so that I get this base। so देखते हैं उसके तरफ। go back inventor, so उसका साइज थोड़ा छोटा कर देता हूँ। yeah, so start, सबसे पहले प्लेन बनाना है। प्लेन ऑफसेट फ्रॉम प्लेन, ऑफसेट फ्रॉम विच प्लेन? ऑफसेट फ्रॉम द सेंटर प्लेन। ये प्लेन नहीं, XY प्लेन, करेक्ट। XY प्लेन इज अ प्लेन जो मेरे सेंटर में ड्राइंग की, जो यहाँ से क्लियरली विजिबल है। तो मुझे ऑफसेट एक प्लेन बनाना है नीचे के डायरेक्शन में, तो -89। तो ये मेरा प्लेन रेडी हो गया। और जो प्लेन में लेट मी स्केच ऑन दिस प्लेन द स्क्वायर एज डिस्कस्ड। अभी मुझे ये थोड़ा कंफ्यूजन क्रिएट होगा तो आई विल जस्ट रोटेट दिस। हाँ, मतलब देखो उसको कैसे रोटेट कर रहा हूँ, सिर्फ मैं इन्वर्स कर रहा हूँ उसको। और यहाँ पे नाउ आई विल क्रिएट 2 पॉइंट रेक्टेंगल, ऐसे बना लेता हूँ सच दैट दिस इज 76 और दूसरा वो जो साइड था वो भी 76 है। और मुझे मालूम है दैट ये जो एज है, ये एज और ये एज के बीच में जो डिस्टेंस है दैट शुड बी 0 एंड आई क्लिक ऑन फिनिश। तो ये मेरा फेस रेडी हो गया। और इसका जो थिकनेस है, थिकनेस कितना दिया है यहाँ पे? 13 mm का दिया है। सो लेट मी एक्सट्रूड द स्क्वायर अपवर्ड्स टू अ डिस्टेंस ऑफ 13 mm और ये कुछ ऐसा दिखेगा। अभी अभी मुझे ये रेफरेंस प्लेन का जरूरत नहीं है तो मैं उसका विजिबिलिटी टर्न कर देता हूँ, ऑफ कर देता हूँ। और ये जो फेस है, ये फेस में ध्यान से देखो, यहाँ पे 2 होल्स बताया है, करेक्ट, हिडन होल्स है। और ये होल जो है इट इज एट अ डिस्टेंस ऑफ, सेंटर ऑफ द होल्स इज एट अ डिस्टेंस ऑफ 32 फ्रॉम दिस एज। यहाँ पे ऐसा दिखाया 32 एंड द डायमीटर ऑफ द होल कितना बोला है? यहाँ पे दिखा है 2 bolt holes drilled 13 mm in diameter, तो 13 mm का होल्स मुझे बनाना है. So now let me sketch on this plane. यही प्लेन पे स्केच करता हूँ और इसके आगे वाले जो पोर्शन है लेट मी जस्ट हाइड देम आउट. तो यूजिंग फंक्शन F7 वो हाइड कर दिया. और ये फेस में से आई हैव 2 सर्कल्स, तो एक सर्कल को मैं आर्बिट्रली प्लेस करता हूँ, डायमीटर है 13 और इसका डिस्टेंस फ्रॉम द एज कितना बोला है, लेट मी जस्ट वेरीफाई, इट इज 32 एज इंडिकेटेड, मतलब ये वाले एज से 32, तो डायमेंशंस बिटवीन द सेंटर ऑन दिस एज, दिस इज 32. ये हो गया. अभी इसके होल के सेंटर और इसके बीच में कितना डिस्टेंस है, सेंटर लाइन के बीच में जो डिस्टेंस है वो मुझे यहाँ से मिलेगा. यहाँ से आपको क्लियर है कि वो 22 mm है, दैट इज ये ड्राइंग के सेंटर लाइन से 22 mm ऑफसेट है. तो लेट मी शो द डायमेंशन बिटवीन दिस और ये जो पॉइंट है, ये जो डिस्टेंस ऑफसेट है ये 22 है. अभी मैं आई हैव अ सेकेंड सर्कल, तो मैं बनाता नहीं, व्हाट आई विल क्रिएट, मैं एक लाइन बनाता एक्सिस एंड देन लेट मी जस्ट मिरर दिस. मिरर कमांड कहाँ पर गया, यहाँ पे, एंड आई विल मिरर दिस स्केच अबाउट मिरर लाइन. कौन सा है, अबाउट दिस मिरर लाइन. आई विल क्लिक ऑन अप्लाई और ये हो गया डन एंड आई विल फिनिश दिस स्केच और उसको मैं एक्सट्रूड करता हूँ नीचे की तरफ. बोथ दिस फेस सर्कल, ये एक और ये ऊपर की तरफ नहीं, रिवर्स डायरेक्शन में मुझे कट करना है, तो नीचे की तरफ जाएगा. और ये डिस्टेंस जो है वो 13 ही है ऑफ कोर्स है. मतलब अभी यहाँ पे कैसा है कि मुझे इट वाज नॉट नेसेसरी कि मैं आपको डिस्टेंस बता दूँ. एक तो डिस्टेंस मुझे मालूम था इट इज 13, तो आई कैन ऑलवेज सिलेक्ट 13. अदरवाइज जैसे कि हमने अभी डिस्कस किया ना बाकी के जो ऑप्शन है, मतलब आई विल से टू नेक्स्ट, मतलब अगले सरफेस तक हो जाएगा. अगला सरफेस मतलब क्या है, द नेक्स्ट सरफेस दैट इट हैज विल बी दिस बॉटम एज, तो वो बॉटम एज तक है. And this is how this appears. Now the last two parts pending is ये जो रिप है मैं स्ट्रेट अवे कंपोनेंट को कंप्लीट करता हूँ. वंस यू सी द कंप्लीटेड कंपोनेंट देन यू थिंक ऑन दिस कंपोनेंट एंड देन इट विल बी इजियर फॉर यू टू विजुअलाइज कि हाउ दिस इज डन. तो ये स्ट्रेट अवे दिस रिप वी विल नाउ मेक दिस रिप. नाउ इफ यू सी दिस रिप इज एट ऑफसेट, यहाँ पे दिस एच, लेट मी गो टू स्लाइड शो. फ्रॉम दिस फेस ये रिब जो है ऑफसेट डिस्टेंस हमें दिया है 10 and the thickness of the rib is also 10. So what we will do is we will first create a plane which is offset from this edge by 10 mm backwards, and on that face we will sketch this face like this and then we will extrude it backwards. So I will just show you how it is done. मतलब I will first go to using this plane offset from plane option. ये जो face है ये offset से plane से I need a plane which is offset 10 mm backwards, so -10, and I'll click on OK. And on this plane that I just created, let me sketch. इसको मैं turn I will sketch this face. ये जो rib का आपको दिख रहा है, ये जो tangent line, मतलब ये जो line, the edges जो है वो tangent है to this face. So वो कैसे करेंगे, I will use this line option और यहाँ से I will start और मैं आर्बिट्रली ऐसे ही लेके जाऊंगा. मतलब यहाँ से आप देखोगे ना, यहाँ पे वो स्नैप हो जाएगा, तो वो टेंजेंट नहीं है, वो तो सेंटर पॉइंट के साथ स्नैप हो रहा है. टेंजेंट स्नैप करने के लिए वी डू नॉट नो, जिसको मैं आर्बिट्रली आई विल जस्ट प्लेस इट लाइक दिस. ओके, और फिर सेकेंड लाइन जो है उसको भी चाहिए, सो आई विल जस्ट स्टार्ट फ्रॉम दिस पॉइंट और इसको भी मैं ऐसे आर्बिट्रली प्लेस कर दिया, किधर भी स्नैप नहीं किया हूँ मैंने. नेक्स्ट इज यहाँ पे एक कंस्ट्रेंट करके यहाँ पे बहुत सारा अलग अलग कंस्ट्रेंट्स है जो यू कैन एक्सप्लोर थ्रू वेरियस स्केचेस. मतलब दो लाइंस को परमिटेबल करना है, पॉइंट्स को कोइंसिडेंट करना है, सिमेट्रिक करना है, तो कॉन्सेंट्रिक्स करना है सर्कल को, तो वैसे बहुत सारे ऑप्शंस है. तो उसमें से एक ये ऑप्शन है जहाँ पे टेंजेंट करके दिखा है, तो आई विल यूज दिस टेंजेंट कंस्ट्रेंट. मतलब ये बोलूंगा तो आई विल जस्ट सिलेक्ट दिस सरफेस एंड आई विल सिलेक्ट दिस सरफेस, तो ये क्या करे, अपने आप टेंजेंट कर देगा सरफेस को. आई विल सिलेक्ट दिस सरफेस और ये वाले जो सरफेस को सिलेक्ट कर दिया, तो अपने आप टेंजेंट कर दिया. और ये आप देख रहे हो सिंबल यहाँ पे, मतलब ये टेंजेंट हो गया. देन आई क्लिक ऑन एस्केप और फिर ये जो रिमेनिंग पोर्शन है उसको मैं ट्रिम कर देता हूँ, this and this portion, and I will finish this sketch. तो अभी क्या करना है, अभी just going back to the drawing, मुझे ये मालूम है the thickness यहाँ पे 10 mm करके आपको दिखा रहा है. So we'll go back, extrude this sketch backwards, तो मतलब डायरेक्शन चेंज करो to a distance of 10 mm. तो ये कुछ ऐसा दिखेगा आपको. So give me the right view. So this is, अभी मेरा थोड़ा कंप्लीट हो गया मतलब स्केच. अभी यहाँ पे क्लियरली विजिबल है कि यहाँ पे R8 का रेडियस है और R8 का रेडियस है और यहाँ पे ये जो रेडियस है ये यहाँ पे मेंशन नहीं किया है, तो वो हम उसको R2 करके ही ट्रीट करेंगे. जो भी मेंशन रेडियस है मतलब जहाँ पे भी रेडियस मेंशनड है वो रेस्पेक्टेड रेडियस विल टेक. इफ रेडियस इज नॉट मेंशनड विल ट्रीट डिफॉल्ट R2, दैट इज 2 mm का रेडियस. सो यहाँ पे R8 दैट इज 8 mm का रेडियस. यहाँ पे रेडियस मेंशन नहीं है तो वी विल कीप इट डिफॉल्ट. और यहाँ पे 13 mm का रेडियस है तो वो हम यहाँ पे यूज करेंगे. ये जस्ट नहीं, ये 8 है. So we'll go back to the sketch now. Slightly. Let me just modify this diagram. और यहाँ पे where is the fillet option? Fillet option में edge के change करना है radius. I want to make it 8 mm. और edge जो भी fillet करना है that is this edge and I click on apply. और नीचे जाएंगे तो let me just go from slideshow. Is this similar to this? इसका किधर तो डायग्राम ये यहाँ पे किधर भी मेंशन नहीं है. ये R13 है और ये R2 नहीं. यहाँ पे एनीवेज है ना, यहाँ पे वो लोग ने मेंशन नहीं किया है हाउ मच इज द रेडियस. बट सिंस यहाँ पे मतलब दिस इज द सेम कमो राइट. उसके वन साइड में वी हैव एन 8 mm रेडियस का फिलेट. सो अदर साइड जो है ना दिस आल्सो विल ट्रीटेड एज R8. सो सिंस इट्स नॉट गिवन मे बी यू कैन मेक अ नोट दैट दिस डायमेंशन इज R8. Rest all unknown dimensions, unknown fillets will take it as R2 or 2 mm fillets. So going back to the sketch, slightly let me rotate the diagram. Fillet option, अभी by default 8 mm होगा, so I will select this option and I will click on apply and cancel. So this is my figure which is partly ready. Now this plane that you see, all these plane is not needed now, so let me turn its visibility off. Yeah. So now the other pending portion is this rib. अभी ये जो रिब है दिस रिब इज एक्चुअली ऑन द मिड प्लेन और उसको हमने एक्सट्रूड किया. तो ऑन दिस मिड प्लेन वी विल नाउ नीड टू क्रिएट दिस रिब एंड देन वी विल एक्सट्रूड इट. सो हाउ डू वी डू दैट? यहाँ पे मिड प्लेन का सिर्फ यहाँ पे ये देखो मतलब जो अपना मिड प्लेन है रिब जो है इट इज फ्रॉम दिस फेस. Let me just increase from current slideshow. This area. From this face, we are at a distance of 41 पे. I will make a plane. वो plane पे I will sketch this profile that you see, and I will extrude it such that it intersects this face. Just see how we do that. So you're saying plane, offset from plane, from this face. The offset distance is 41 mm. So I got this plane and on this plane let me sketch so I will just first arbitrarily create मतलब एक यहाँ पे वो टच होगा राइट. यहाँ पे टच होगा और यहाँ पे it is going to lie on. I got this way. अभी यहाँ पे going back we know the thickness of the rib is 10 mm. मतलब सेंटर लाइन से it should be 5 mm offset. तो मतलब ये जो distance है dimension between this line and this line this should be 5 mm. So ये एक side हो गया. Similarly doing it for the second side also. I will just select a point on the circumference और यहाँ से I have to select, yeah, it has this face. Click on escape. And then as mentioned that the dimension between this and this point is 5 mm. So that I get this object. And let me finish my sketch now. Once I finish this, now I will extrude the profile. Okay, I'm unable to select this face. So that could be because my sketch may not be completed. So let me go back to the sketch once again. And let me finish this sketch. मतलब यहाँ से लेके I will just show that I will connect these points also and let me just see if it is done now. Extrude. No, So that is because maybe the curve, I haven't specified the curve in this region. So I will edit that sketch once again. Yeah, यहाँ पे जो curve specified. So let me use a 3-point arc to specify that. So curve starts from here, ends here, and this is it. Let me just zoom in. Okay, and I will finish my sketch. And now let me check if it is done. Extrude. Yeah, so now it is selected. Extrude in the reverse direction, but kahan tak? I want it to be touched, reach the surface, right? So I will simply select to next. So it will come and it will mate accordingly with the surface, and I click on OK. So this face is not required. So I will now turn its visibility off. And we know from figure that here the radius is 13 mm. So using the fillet option, change the radius to 13. And the face edge is this edge. This is 13 mm. I click on apply. Now all other unknown fillets here, this edge, this edge, this edge, this edges here, we will all give it to be 2 mm. So going to fillet option, setting the radius to 2, and I will select this edge, और कहाँ पे बचा है? Let me go back to the drawing. Okay, so this edge, using the fillet option once again, थोड़ा सा error, this edge and this edge, apply. Next, slightly let me revolve this, and here using the fillet option, this is apply. Now it is pending. All the pending areas, we will just apply fillets. Fillet. So we'll just apply a fillet here. And now we will change the visual style to shading. Let me see if I can apply a fillet here. Go to 3D model. Fillet कहाँ पे है? Yeah. It's not taking. Yeah, that's okay. So we have finished this component. This is how the component appears. Let me save this file. Going to File, Save As, and I'll call this as the bracket. So this is how the component appears. So in Inventor, you have in AutoCAD, while doing AutoCAD, we always see we do not show sectional view through ribs. So that is why ये जो back portion है, this is actually a rib. Or when we are taking sections to the plane which is passing longitudinally through it, so we are still not showing hatched sections. It is still shown as a complete part here. So let me save this. Yeah, save. So I will stop my recording.